just going to take this turn now, and you're going to be able to see the stadium. To the left is the basketball stadium, the Peace and Friendship Stadium, and to the right is the soccer stadium.
People in Greece take their football very seriously indeed, don't they?
They do, and it's a little bit disturbing sometimes because, you know, as I'm sure you're aware, there is a problem with hooliganism in Greece.
After violence last year, both clubs have banned away fans from their respective stadiums.
The first derby match I went to was March 2004. Again, no away fans allowed, but that didn't stop the rioting. There was about 4 hours worth of rioting with police in full riot gear and everything else before the game. And then in the ground, there were no Olympiacos supporters, and yet I still saw Panathinaikos fans fighting each other.
It's not just at football matches when trouble arises.
No, it's not, because, like I say, they're sports clubs, so they have followers who are basically will support the club, whatever they're doing. They're not really sports lovers, they're just club lovers. We had a water polo match, which just descended into chaos because you had some supporters who ripped up seats, they threw them at the players who were poolside. A couple of guys got knocked into the pool, one of them was hospitalised. It's just mayhem. You get violence at volleyball matches, basketball matches. In fact, the game Olympiacos Panathinaikos on Saturday is being played behind closed doors.
Spiros, why are we the only people at this basketball match?
Because Olympiacos is punished. They got punished for swearing at the last game. It was against Panathinaikos. The guys were playing tomorrow in football game. It was a big game, really fanatic, and the people were swearing a lot. There is this stupid rule in Greece that if you swear a lot, you get punished, and now we have this.
And what sort of things go on? I noticed that there's some seats there in the stadium that are a different colour than others. Why is that?
These seats are replaced because once they let Panathinaikos fans come over here, and there was like this big riot, so they broke some chairs, you know, to throw them at us. We did the same, actually. It was like a riot going on here.
Are you admitting in front of a camera that you personally...
I didn't break any chair, but I was here. Yeah, I was here, and I was really, you know, getting into it.
There's a smash hit play about Spiros called Penalty. It's written by his brother Yorgos. And what does it feel like to have a play written in your honour?
The theatrical play.
Yeah, your brother wrote the play.
Well, you understand,
Penalty.
my brother, he has seen so many things. Yeah. All his life, you know, having such a fanatic brother that, you know, maybe influenced him. He just wanted to take it out, show people, you know, how it was with somebody so fanatic, somebody maybe that he could not understand. You know, many people, I'm telling you, do not understand him.
In my play, there are 4 kinds of fanatic people. One of them, who is the classic hooligan. He's the guy who swears, who kicks, who punches, and this guy doesn't really know much about what's happening in the football. There is another character in my play, who is the kind of person who takes it really seriously, meaning that he's over 30, he's a grown man, and he believes in his team. His team is his ideology. It is very high in his list of ethics. So there are different reasons why the first one that I told you and the second one are involved. My brother is the person from whom I influenced the character of the guy who is the ideological Olympiacos fan.
Right. So okay. Olympiacos is not just a team, it's an idea.
Of course, for him it's an idea.
This discussion is all about whether or not we have got permission to enter the ground. We might end up like the Panathinaikos fans, outside, locked out. How do you relax the players before such a huge game?
I think every player in the squad have done this derby before, so they know it. In fact, they know it much better than me, because this is my first season.
Iskan looks a bit scared. I'm not surprised. They've had to run the gauntlet through about thousands of demented fans. How does this game, Panathinaikos Olympiacos, compare with Liverpool Everton?
It is a derby match like the one in Liverpool, but there are different things about those two games. For example, we weren't allowed to have our own fans for this match, so the atmosphere, it is more intimidating.
Let's say it's like going to be like a Roman arena. Tomorrow, you know, Ardal will be thrown in the lions, and everybody will be screaming, you know, for the lions to eat them. That's how it's going to feel tomorrow.
We got in. I don't know how, but we did it. It's about 6:30, about an hour before kickoff, and these fans have been here since 12:30. And when you hear that Olympiacos song, which we heard coming in here tonight, I mean, do you like? Can you describe the feeling when you hear that?
I heard this song when I was married. When we entered into the main, say where the dinner was. Okay, when the couple entered, me and my wife, I had this song playing on. It's like, that's it, man. It's like it represents me.
Με πρώτη παλιά από τον Γκαμπριέλ Σούρερ προς τα δεξιά, εκεί που κινείται ο Κωνσταντίνο, απομακρύνει ο Δάρλας και τώρα ελέγχει ο...
Most of the hymns and the songs that Greek supporters used to sing in the ground, they have sexual meaning. Nobody says that we won Olympiacos, for example. So they all say we made love to Olympiacos.
We fucked Olympiacos, basically.
They all say with yeah.
But it's not once, like 30,000 people saying it. The thing is, all 30,000 people really mean it.
Does your wife understand?
She understands that it's something that I love. She doesn't understand maybe why I love it so much, or why I'm so passionate about it, and why do I have to always leave home, you know, to go to the matches. But she understands something of myself, you know. Spiros is this way.
Is it something that Spiros would like to overcome?
Overcome? Yeah. No.
0-1 για τον Παναθηναϊκό στο Φάληρο, με σκόρερ τον Έκητο Ζαν.
When I went to see Panionios playing Panathinaikos, Panionios were winning, and I heard a banging. I kept hearing a banging, and I said to the interpreter, "What is it?" And he said, "It's the Panathinaikos fans with a battering ram trying to break down to get into the stadium to get the game stopped."
Supporters of Olympiacos are known everywhere, even by themselves, strangely, as gravri, which means like little fish, swarms of little fish, which some people say it's to do with that they came from Piraeus and so it's near the sea. Other people say it's because there are so many of them. For Panathinaikos, the fans have a much more insulting nickname, which they're widely known by, which is Vazeles. This is linked to Vaseline. When you ask somebody, what's this to do with, they put on a rather lewd expression and say, well, you know what Vaseline's used for.
And can you give me some idea of, like, what is the difference, in your opinion, between an Olympiacos fan and a Panathinaikos fan?
He's a loser. He's a loser, really. They have...
well, I mean, obviously they've had periods in their history where they've been on top.
They have periods in the history, but, you know, it's like, you see Panathinaikos fans, you talk to him, you know, they always try to find an excuse. They always try to find something, some area where they can beat us, where they can feel proud of. You know, they don't. They don't. We are proud of what we are.
People who enjoy life, who are optimistic about it, who are confident about themselves. Support Panathinaikos. Olympiacos fans, even if they have all the money of the world, they like moaning.
The only time they mingle if there's a fight. That's as close as they can get to each other. They are very passionate and they want their team to win, but they do not like each other.
Well, it's 1-1 here at half-time. Panathinaikos scored first with a very dubious penalty. The best player in the pitch, Rivaldo, scored the equaliser for Olympiacos.